My name is Mikala. My daughters are Aviana, Ambria, and Heaven, and this is our Upstream story. You know, growing up, my parents, they were together. I would consider them a healthy relationship, but it's when they split up and, you know, I kind of took on the roles that my dad was doing when we were younger, and I was just in a really dark place. I was struggling with addiction. I was in a very abusive relationship. You know, being a single parent on top of that, I felt stress all the time and I isolated myself. I kept so many things to myself that I just, looking back now, thankfully the childcare my kids were going to could see it, and I remember getting the phone call basically stating that my children need to go into care, and that's what brought me to Leah and Kyle.
The first time we met Mikala was in a parking lot. It was very late at night. It was dark.
Oh gosh, the first time meeting Leah and Kyle, it was a very emotional time.
We just can't imagine what it would be like to be in Mikala's shoes and hand your kids over to somebody. It was,
Just really trying my hardest not to break down in front of them, because that was probably the lowest moments of my life, was giving my kids to complete strangers.
Just kind of gave Mikala a big hug and said, we'll take very good care of your kids.
I felt like, okay, my kids are going into a really good place.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Good job. Good job.
I missed a lot of milestones. I remember there's nights where all I could do was just cry and scream and, you know, just beg God for help. Like, help me get through this, because I didn't have my mom. And so a lot of the fighting I did on my own, you know.
she understood that connection with people was her way out. It was almost as if she could identify, like, I'm not in a good spot right now, and my way out is not retreating in the darkness, but going into the light.
There was no way I was gonna just give up on my kids. Knowing all that hard work I did, it brought my girls home.
You know, they are with Mom, and the three of them being together with Mom is where they need to be.
They got us through the hardest moments of our life, and they were there for my kids when I couldn't be. We all basically turned into one big happy family, you know, so. I don't know, I just can't thank them enough for just being there when I couldn't.